Hello and welcome back to How To with Melissa's Magical Creations. I am going to show you a simple stitch in crochet. I do a lot of crochet. I have been making blankets since I was a little girl. My beautiful and wonderful and loving stepmother, Ana Belén Rojas Harris, taught me how to crochet when I was a little girl. I was about 9 years old, and she decided she wanted to teach me because I asked her what was she doing. She was making a blanket. Then I asked her, how do you do it? So she decided to show me. All these years, I'm now still doing it. I make them for my house, for my children, for family members as gifts. I also sell them. And I want to show everyone how to do their own. I'm going to show you a simple stitch. This is the first stitch that I learned to do. This is called a granny square. It's just 3 in every space, and then it skips to 3 more in every space. At the corners, there are 6 in the space so that it rounds, but it's so super easy. It really is. This is not completed. This is going to be a gift for one of my coworkers because she is expecting and her baby is due in about maybe a couple weeks. She's very large. And she's just, I mean, it's beautiful. She's such a beautiful person inside and out, but like pregnant, she's awesome. And she let me know yesterday, I had a feeling. I kept thinking she was having a boy. I kept dreaming she was having a boy. But I finally asked her yesterday while we were at work, and she confirmed it. And I was excited because then I thought, okay, I would have to quickly make one for a little girl if it wasn't a little boy. So I'm glad I was right. And this right here is about 23, 24 rows. Each line like this, all the way across, is a row. All the way around is a row. This isn't a complete row because I just started the green. But, you know, that's what we consider a row. So I'm going to show you how to start, and then I'm going to move this to the side, of course. Then I'm going to show you how to make the circle, and then how to get it going so that you can stitch it and stitch it and stitch it up. I'm going to also show you how to change colors. As you saw, I have 3 colors and the one that I'm currently working on. And you saw some of the strings hanging. Those get cut down and then looped so that they're not in the way and you don't even see them when it's done. But I'm going to show you how to change the color. So I'm going to move the camera, of course, because I don't think I can do it like this. So just give me a second. Okay. Here's some yarn. However you are able to hold it is how you hold it. Don't worry about how I'm doing it. This is how I'm comfortable. And if you're left-handed, then you would have your hook. And I am using a, what is this? G by 6 dash 4.25 millimeter. That's what this is. But if you're left-handed, you hold your hook in your left hand. If you're right-handed, you hold your hook in your right hand. You get your yarn, you hold your yarn in the opposite. I'm actually more comfortable doing it with my right hand. Certain things I do with my right hand, other things I do with my left hand. I was fortunate enough to be ambidextrous, but that's not what this video is about. You take your hook, you take your yarn, and you slide your hook like this. Just like this. Then you twist your hook so that the yarn looks like this. Take your fingers and hold that little slip that you just did, and you grab some yarn, you pull through the loop. Grab some yarn, pull through the loop. Grab some yarn, pull through the loop. Grab some yarn, pull through the loop. You do this about 7 times. So I've got one, let's see. Let's do it like this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. 6 and 7. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like at 7. Then you take your hook, take it to that first loop that you did. You take your yarn, grab it, pull it through those 2 little loops. There you go. Simple circle. That's all we need. Now, this is where the granny comes in. Grab some yarn so it looks like this. Make sure you can see. And then you go into the hole. Go into the circle. Grab some more yarn. You pull it up. So now you have something that looks like this. These 3 here. You grab the yarn, pull it through the first 2. Only the first 2. Then you grab it and you pull it through that last 2. So that's the first stitch. Then you do it again. And I'm thinking I'm going to start this over, move this camera. It's not looking the way I want it to look because I can't really see it. So I might have to have my hands up. It's just going to be a little awkward. I wanted you to be able to see with no problems. But you do like this. Do this. I'll put it down a little bit so I can still see. Alright. Hold it. Grab. Pull through. Oops. That is not neat. We don't want anything to unravel. Sometimes this happens, and that's why you do it like this. You don't create a knot because it's easily taken apart. That's what you need. Something, especially if you're just working. I'm just you doing this. You want something that's easy to take apart. So grab it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Grab it through that first one. Pull that yarn through both of those loops. And then grab some yarn, put it into the hole, grab some more yarn, pull some up now because we want to be able to see it. All right. Grab some yarn, pull it through the first 2. Grab some more, pull it through the next 2. Oh my God, it's acting like it doesn't want to work. But this is the benefit of working with yarn. You can just start taking stuff apart until you get it to where you need it. There. It's a little looser. You want it to be loose so that you're able to pull the yarn and the needle, the hook through. This isn't knitting, so it's not a needle. All right, so that's the first stitch. You do it again 3 times for this first square. Because remember, this is called a granny square. Okay. Alright. Alright, now since we have the 3, this is very important because we need to make corners. This first row is always just going to be a circle, but then we need to make corners. So making corners, we do this. 1, 2. Now we do another set of 3. Another set. That's it. We're going to do 4 sets all together for this first row. My yarn is getting caught under my arm. Oh my goodness. Alright. 1 and 2. So that's the 3, the second set of 3, then the 2. Do it again. Try not to go too fast. Don't worry about this not being even or the squares not being the same size. This is just the first row. Once you get beyond it, you can work on making sure all the squares are even and every row is even. There you go. Okay, so that's 3 so far. We need one more. One more set. Alright, so we're going to do the 2 here because we need that 4th corner. Now, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now, you're going to take this, go here where you first started with the first granny. You're going to go through these 2 right here. These 2 right here. Then you got that 1 because of those 2 little loops that you made. You're going to take this yarn and pull it through the first 2. Then you're going to take the yarn, pull it through these 2. Now, you're going to go 1, 2. Now, we've got these here. Because we got these, we're going to use them. You got this right here, this loop on here. You're going to grab the yarn, go here into this loop, pull it through, and then make your 3. So, 1, 2. Gotta grab more yarn, pull it out. Alright. And then, oops. Okay. 3. Alright. Now, we're making corners, but we also have to, this is the first start, that circle, that complete circle. So now we got to make the corners. We've started the corners in here, but now we got to make them so that as they go, they look like this one. So 1, 2, but you're going to go back into this hole with the first 3 on this row. So you're going to do 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so see what I did? Now we got a corner. So now we're just going to loop it 1 time, because in between the corners you're only looping 1 time. So now you're going to go to the next hole here. So you're going to do the 6 again, the 3, the 2 loops, and then the 3 again. You have to excuse me, working up in the air with this is not how I usually do this. So now we have the 3. Now we're going to loop it twice, and then we're going to go back into that hole. And we're going to do another set of 3. Oh, my stuff is getting tangled. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so that's 2. I need one more. Alright. Now, we're done with this corner. So now we just need 1. Then we go to this one. These are going to be our 4 corners. And each row, the space between the 4 corners are going to get wider and wider. That's what makes the blanket bigger. Okay, now we got the first 3, the 2 loops, all right, and then the second set of 3. All right, so that's the second set of 3, 1 loop. It's another corner. Now we're going to go to the last corner in this row, and we're just going to work it. So 3, 2 loops, and then 3 again. All right, so we got the 3, 1 and 2, 2 loops, and then the second set of 3. Let's see, that's 2, and then there you go, the second set of 3, 1 loop. Now, this is where we made that row after this row we just worked on after the circle. So we're going to take this, we're going to go in here like we did to move up, first 2 loops, and then you're going to pull, grab that through, grab that. Now you've got a little square. Like I said, you don't have to worry about the first few squares, the first few rows, because you're going to build on top of these. Every single time I do one, my first 2 or 3 rows will look like, a little bit askew, just a little bit. But as I keep letting the blanket grow, it doesn't look like that anymore. It all forms properly. It's all neat. It's all even. And that's what you want a blanket to be. This is your first 2 rows. So, first 2 rows. Here are your corners. You gotta excuse me, like I said in my intro. I am in the main library. So,
come back over this way.
Let me show you how to add a different color. Give me 1 second, I'll pull the color out. I'm going to get a darker color, so maybe you'll be able to see it a little better. And it really doesn't matter, because as soon as I'm done, I'm going to take it apart, because I have an order. Someone is needing a baby shower gift for, I guess, their niece. I'm not quite sure who it's for, but let me get my scissors. Oh, here they are. All right, so I'm going to cut, about 2 inches off. we'll leave like 1.5 inches on here because I have to tie it. I'm going to take this one, the new color, and take the new color and the one we're working on, and I'm just going to do a knot. That's it. Do a knot. Not a problem. Nothing intricate.